Hi guys, good morning everyone. Hello all. Am I audible? Is my voice is reaching to all? Is my screen visible? Can I get the quick responses please? Hi Sahan. Hi Ramakrishna. Good morning. Hi Divakar. Hi Pranil. Thank you. Thank you Pranil. All right guys. So I was just waiting for some time as a grace period as I have told earlier also. Okay. So I'll just give some 10 minutes. Okay, grace period time for all to join the class. Okay, fine. All right. So what I'll do now, I'll start the class. Today we are supposed to start from Azure Storage Services. Okay, or Azure Storage account, whatever you want, you can say Azure Storage account or Azure Storage Services. We have to start today from here. How many of you have created an Azure account? Azure free trial account. Yesterday, I have given an article. I have asked you guys to create an Azure free trial account, right? So, how many of you have created? Okay, Ramakrishna, you have created. Very good, very good. Okay, guys, see again, I'm telling you, we landed. Okay, we landed into the practicals now. Okay, we landed to the full-fledged practicals now. Okay, if you want to do the practice, then definitely, okay, you have to have a free trial Azure account. Okay, all right. So no problem, no problem. Okay, I understand. Might be some people are arranging the credit cards, might be some people are trying for it. Okay, some people are in progress to create an account and all. Okay, but try to create a free trial account as soon as possible so that you can do the practice. Okay, and one more thing here guys. Okay, whatever I'm teaching in the class now, okay, now I'm teaching in the class, let us take some concept called storage services. Okay, so now today full day you have to do the practice. Okay, today full day up to night you are have the time to do the practice. And any doubts, okay, any doubts that you are getting, okay, you can immediately ask me in tomorrow's class. I'll address it. I'll address it. Okay, and soon we are going to log this batch guys. Once we log the batch, yeah, see here we are having the video recordings. These are all the video recordings of the previous classes. Okay, so from today onwards, I mean from yesterday onwards, we have started the labs. Yesterday we have seen how to create an resource group. What is the purpose of resource group in all different regions, how we can deploy the resource group, all that stuff we have seen. So don't don't make dummas to the classes. Be regular and punctual to the classes, at least from yesterday or today. Okay, because again I'm telling, we landed into the full-fledged practicals now. Okay, complete till the last class. Okay, from today, okay, from today to till last class. Okay, I'm going to show everything, everything, every concept practically only, or with the demos. Is that clear? Am I making sense? So these are the details, guys. These are the bank account details. Okay, please finish this joining formality. Okay, and I strongly recommend make an enrollment with video recordings. This is the fee that they are charging with the video recordings, because the upcoming labs are too tough. It's very difficult. So you cannot do without video recordings. In video recordings, you can easily get all the details. Okay, how I'm doing the configuration, what theories I'm writing, what expressions I'm writing in Azure Data Factory. Okay, what configurations I'm doing, how I'm setting up the dynamic pipelines in Azure Data Factory. Okay, and parameterized pipelines, control flows, data flows, activities, lot of things are there. So if you are having the recordings handy with you, also with a free trial account, then you can do the practice, you can properly learn the technology, and you can get a job. Okay, is that clear? So this is the fee structure that they have given, they have proposed. Okay, it is very competitive and absolutely, I can say, very reasonable. Okay, as compared to the market, because Naresh ID offers the courses in absolutely the best prices. These are the bank details for you to deposit the amount, your fee. This is our admin number. Okay, this is our admin number. You can WhatsApp on this number. His name is Shubham. Okay, he'll try to respond you guys. Okay, so just WhatsApp him, mention your course and timings. Okay, Azure DevOps, Azure Data Engineering course, 7:30 a.m. And guys, please keep these links handy. Okay, just keep these links handy. You are having the recordings from first class, second, third, fourth. Okay, till these four classes, we have discussed all the basic things only. Right, from yesterday, we have started the practicals. Okay, today is the sixth class, and in tomorrow's class, we will get the day 6 recording also. Okay, fine. All right. So, am I clear to everyone? Shall we start the class now? Yes, no? All right. So now storage services. What is a storage account or storage services in Azure Cloud Computing? See, Azure Storage is Microsoft Cloud Storage Solution. What it is Microsoft Cloud Storage Solution for modern data storage scenarios. For modern data storage scenarios. Azure Storage Account contains all our storage data objects like blob, file, queue, and table. Storage account provides a unique namespace for our storage data that is accessible from anywhere in the world over HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, Azure Storage Account or storage services. Okay, it is one of the modern data storage service in which you can save, you can upload, you can keep any type of data. Okay, in the storage account, okay, we can store any type of data. Okay, the data in any size, any shape. Okay, in any size, any shape, any format. Okay, and any structured. Okay, it could be full structured, semi structured, or unstructured. You can store the data in the storage account, whatever the data it is, whatever the data it is. Okay, it is, I can say documents. Okay, medical records, banking transactions, okay, database files, okay, videos, reels, memes, YouTube shorts, okay, sensors, okay, sensor data, okay, what else? Every single thing, etc., etc., we can store in the Azure storage services or Azure storage account. Okay, now if we see here broadly, the Azure storage account is offering us four different types of storage offerings. Okay, storage account in Azure cloud computing. Okay, storage account in Azure cloud computing is offering us four different types of storage offerings. And what is that? That is, we are having first container storage. Okay, we can also call it as blob storage, container storage or blob storage. Next, we are having file share storage. Next, we are having table storage. Next, we are having queue storage. Okay, broadly on a high level, we can say that Azure storage, Microsoft Azure cloud computing is offering these four different types of storage services or storage offerings in a storage account. Okay. Or if you want to keep it in a very simple terms, you can say that storage account is offering four different types of storage services. And what is that? These four are the different storage services that Azure storage account is offering to us. What is that? Container storage or blob storage? Some people will call it as container storage. Some people will call it as blob storage. Okay. File share storage, table storage, and queue storage. Now, important. Please give 100% attention. Very important. This blob storage is again offering different types of storage services. Okay, understood. See, in this category, okay, this category of storage service is again offering three different types of storage services. And what is that? That is page blob, okay, append blob, and blob. Okay, page blob, append blob, and blob. See, as I have told that storage account can take any type of data, correct? Any type of data, videos, reels, memes, YouTube shorts, sensor data, okay, and images, okay, what not, guys, every single thing, it can take it. But the condition is that this is suitable for one type of data. Suppose for an example, if you want to store videos, if you want to store virtual machine disks, if you want to store database files, database like MS SQL database, which is of like 40 GB, 1 TB, like this kind of data you can store in page blob. Okay, example, videos, okay, databases, okay, and what you can say here, basically unstructured data like reels, web series videos, okay, etc. Unstructured data, okay, you can store Okay, in page blob. You can store in page blob. Unstructured data. So now I'm saying that we can store videos, we can store reels, we can store YouTube shorts. Okay, we can store images. This all comes here in page blob category. Okay, now let us take for an example. You want to store the logs of Azure resources. Example, I have deployed one server. I have deployed one server in Azure Cloud Computing, and and I want the details of that server. That server, one server I have deployed in cloud computing in the year March 2021. Now, I want to know, like, from March 2021, how many times my server is restarted. Okay, how many times my server is restarted. I want to know how many times my server, okay, is being upgraded. How many times my server is being upgraded. How many times, okay, how many permissions, how many permissions has been granted to my cloud server. This all kind of information we can keep here in the append blob. These are called logs. All this information we call it as logs. In technical terminologies, we can call it as logs. Okay, that we can keep it in the append blob. Is it clear? That kind of information we can store here in the append blob. So basically, this is used to store the, okay, logs of Azure resources. Not only VMs, guys. We can store any type of logs. We can store any type of logs for any Azure resource also in the append blob. Next, we are having block blob. What is this? This is used for saving the, this is used to store the documents, PDFs, okay, Excel, .csv files, text files, etc., etc. Getting, guys? Is it clear or not? Azure related logs, right? That's what I have told now. This is used to store the logs of Azure resources. Meaning is same, just the sentence formation is different. Okay, guys, is that clear? So that is what the storage account is broadly offering us four types of storage services. Firstly, container storage service or blob storage service, file share storage service, table and queue. Now see here how it is happening. In container storage service, again it has divided, okay, three types, and accordingly whatever the data that you are having which you want to upload, that category you have to use to upload the data. Now suppose you are trying to say, you are trying to do videos, I will save it in blob, then it is not possible. You will get an error. I'll show labs also. I'll show. First I'm making you understand theoretically. Okay, first get the concept, then I'll show sorry guys, then I'll show the practical also. First understand the concept, then I'll show you the practicals as well. Fine guys, is that clear? So this is how it is actually. Okay, I'll just reduce the font size. I believe it is okay. This font is also fine guys, correct na? So these are the things. Next, file share storage service. What is file share storage service? When you want to store the files which is completely unstructured, raw data files. Okay, when we want to store, this is used to store the raw files. Raw files means, completely, okay, having mixed data. Like, the file is having a data which is of, like, alphabets, numeric, special characters, everything is mixed, completely raw file. Or that file could be in a readable format, or it is not in readable format. Yes, that data, this kind of data we'll take and we will process in our Azure data factory. Okay, then we transform the data into a readable format, then we load into our destination. This we are going to do in all these operations we'll do in Azure data factory. In Azure data factory. So every data is important, guys. Every data is important. Okay, if the data is absolutely not in a readable format, completely junk data also, even that data also you can take, you can extract, you can transform, and then you can load that data into your destination using Azure data factory. Azure data factory is a miracle. It's a miracle for Azure data engineers. Okay, is that clear? What is the difference between blob and file storage? See, in blob, you normally, as a standard practice, will keep PDF documents. Okay, like, our project related documents, like high level design documents, low level design documents, memorandum of understanding documents. Okay, scope of work documents, will keep it in the blob. And in file share storage, you will keep the raw files. You will keep the raw files. Even the blob accepts the raw file. Here it will accept this. Blob will accept the raw files, not at all a problem. But as part of project standard practice, we'll just maintain some standards so that it will be easy for everyone to work in the project. Randomly this and that, that and this, if you are uploading, then it will become completely messy, complete mess. It is difficult to understand the structure. Correct, na? Yes or no? Fine. Next, we are having table storage service. Okay, it's very simple. Table. What table carries? Table carries the data in the form of rows and columns. So whenever we want to store the data in table storage, then we can use this one here. Okay, this is used to store the data in the form of rows and columns. Okay, this is used to store the data in the form of rows and columns. When you want to store the data in the form of rows and columns, which is nothing but a table, then we'll use this table storage service. Next, we are having queue storage services. We are having next queue storage services. What is this one? See, I believe many of us is having Zomato and Swiggy downloaded in our mobile apps, in our mobile. Swiggy, Zomato, Mintra, Amazon.in, Flipkart, these all apps we have downloaded in our mobile. Yes or no, guys? Now, what is happening here? If you noticed, Swiggy and Zomato people will send one-liner promotional messages. Did you notice? One-liner promotional messages. What they will say, in English, in Telugu, or in Hindi, they will send the messages. Okay. What they will send, breakfast lo vada etla untadi. Something like this, they will, send us some tempting messages. Have you guys noticed or not? Okay. When the lunch times, like in 2:30, 3 o'clock, they will send message. Okay. Like this, something tempting they will send. Have you guys noticed or not? No one has experienced? Yes, see, I have noticed a lot. When you frequently ordered, what they will do, they will capture your data. Okay, they will capture your mobile number, they will capture your details when you have done an order. After that, what they will do, they will start sending you the promotional messages, they will just tempt you. Okay, so that you can go ahead and you can book the orders. It's a kind of business tactics that business are, adopting these days to make the revenue. Okay, and in the dinner times like 8:30, 9 o'clock, they will send some message. What the message they will send? Okay, biryani etla untadi, how is, how it would be if you have biryani, if you have biryani from chicken biryani from Behrus, like this kind of restaurant they will mention, and they will just tempt us. Like in the same way, if you notice in the Flipkart also, okay, when you have done an order in the Flipkart, what they will do, okay, the product you have taken last time, they will send a promotional message saying that, okay, for this, the product of this so and so brand is now available at 40% discount. Have you noticed? Many of you are doing the shopping in Flipkart and Amazon.in. Suppose for an example, you have seen one TV, one smart TV you have seen, and you have not ordered. For an example, you have just browsed and you have closed the application. What they will do, they will capture your data now. Okay, and then what they will do, after some 15 days, 20 days, they will send a promotional message saying that, the TV what you are seeing 15 days, 20 days back, or 10 days back, now the TV is having 35-30% discount. So what will happen, the moment you get the notification, promotional message, immediately you will show the interest now. Oh, it's very nice that, the product what I was looking for, okay, I supposed to, now it is available at a little cheaper cost. Then you will go ahead and you will purchase. You guys won't get the notifications from Flipkart and Amazon.in and Mintra and the promotional messages from Swiggy and Zomato. Seriously, no one is having smartphone. In 30 students, no one is having smartphone here. Seriously? No? Am I audible or not? If you are not getting, if you have not experienced, at least say no, guys, to me. Say no, no. Say something, please, or else I'll get doubt whether I'm audible or not. See. Okay, fine. So like that, one liner promotional messages. Okay, we can keep in the queue storage services. Okay, is that clear, guys? This is how it happened. So what Azure is saying that whatever you want, okay, whatever you want to save the data, and the data is in any format, I'm having different categories in my storage account. Accordingly, as per your data, you can pick it up and you can save the data in the cloud storage service or storage account. Fine. Is that clear, guys? Now, what I'll do, how to create a storage account, that I'll show now. I'll show you practically now. Okay. First thing first, what I have told yesterday, first thing first, that we have to create a resource group. We have to create a resource group. So I'll go to the resource groups here. Let me see if there is any resource group. Yeah, one resource group is there with a name called Rose RG. Okay. What I'll do, I'll create a storage account now, as the resource group is there for me. I'll go ahead and I'll search for storage account. I'll search for storage account. See, I got the storage account here. Click on this one. It will directly take you to the storage account page. Okay, one storage account is there already with the name so and so. I'll create one more storage account. Okay, I'll create a one more storage account here. Click on plus create. Okay, you want to create a new storage account, guys, then you have to always click on create here. Okay, click on this create. Now these are all the tabs that you have to fill one by one to create a storage account. First thing, always remember, guys, whatever you are creating in Azure cloud computing, okay, whatever you are creating you are creating in Azure cloud computing. Okay, whatever means the resources, whatever resources you are creating in Azure cloud computing. Okay, there are few things that we always pass. What are the few things we always pass? Subscription, we always pass. Okay, name that we always give, a resource group we always give, region where we want to create we always give, tax. Tax I have told yesterday, this we always give. So these 4 or 5 things are there which we always give whenever we are creating the resources in cloud computing. Whenever we are creating the resources in cloud computing. Okay, fine guys. So what I'll do, I'll come here, I'll take the resource group, this one rows RG. I'm creating my storage account in this resource group. Storage account name. What name you want to give? I'll give the name as something 1910. Okay, Naresh SA. Naresh SA. Now, why I'm giving 1910 here? Why I'm giving 1910? Because every time, okay, in a subscription, in a free trial account or in Azure subscription, every time you have to give a unique name for your storage account. You have to give a unique name. Suppose for an example, you are having a name as such, common name. This is Naresh storage account. Naresh storage account. SA stands for storage account. See what it is saying? The storage account name Naresh SA is already taken. So it asks me again a unique name. Unique name. Okay. You have created a storage account, Naresh SA, and you have deleted the storage account, but still it will not allow you to create a storage account again with the same name. Every time it will ask some unique name. That's why what I'm doing here, I'm passing some unique number, some unique number. One more important thing. One more important thing. See, guys, every word coming out of my mouth will help you for an interview's point of view. I'm telling you. So listen to the recordings 10 times if you want. No one is watching you. No one is, looking at you. How many times you are watching the recordings? Watch the recording 10 times and listen 100 times as much as possible you can, because the more you listen, that much it will get stored in your head and you can handle the interview question and answers. I'm telling. Okay. All right. So next thing, you cannot give the uppercase here. See, if I'm giving the uppercase, it will throw me an error. It will throw me an error. Okay. It will say that, the storage account name should be in a smaller cases. See, the field can contain only lowercase letters and numbers. Name must be between 3 to 24 characters. So minimum the name of a storage account should be 3 characters. Maximum it can go up to 24 characters. And it should contain lowercase letters. So here I have done N capital, S A capital. That's why I'm getting this error. See, red mark, error. It's an error. It will not allow me to proceed further. So what I'll do, that's why I'll say here N small and SA is also small. Naresh SA. Okay. Is that clear? Next, I'm having where I want to deploy the storage account. See, I'm having absolute luxury. Oh, ho, ho, ho. See, I want to deploy in South Africa, Australia, East, Central India, East Asia, Japan, Korea, Southeast Asia, Canada, Central, Germany. Oh my God, the list just goes on. Okay, wherever I want, I can deploy. But remember, we will deploy most of the times in the client place. Wherever is our client. If you're working for US client, then we'll deploy in US regions. If our client is in Europe region, then we'll deploy somewhere in Europe regions. If our client is in Australia, then we'll deploy in Australia regions. So wherever the client is, we'll deploy on that regions. So I'm just taking here as of now East US, East US. Next, performance. See guys, performance. We're having two types, standard and premium. Okay, we can create two types of storage accounts in cloud computing. Very important for interviews point of view. In cloud computing, we can create, okay, two types of storage accounts. Okay, we can create two types of storage accounts. And what is the two types of storage accounts we are having? First is standard and the another one is premium. Standard and premium. Okay, what is the difference between the standard and premium? Okay, when you create a standard storage account, then you will get in that storage account all these four storage services. In that storage account, you will get all the four storage services. Standard, it's a standard one. And when you choose premium, then here you have to choose which you want, blob, file share, or page blobs. Okay, this is blob, okay, file share, or page blob. Among these three, 1, 2, and 3. Among these three, we have to choose any one we want. And that only available in our storage account after the storage account gets deployed. Premium. Standard means it's a general one, standard. You will get all. And you can use this to store any type of data in standard, and in premium, you can exclusively store like whatever you have taken here, that type of data only you can store. I'll show. I'll show how to deploy both standard and premium storage accounts. Okay, fine. As of now, I'll first go with standard here. I have choose standard. Next is what? Redundancy. Next is what? Redundancy. Redundancy means what, guys? The storage account data replication, the content. Storage account content means what? Storage account content means all these things are called storage account contents. The data, what you are keeping in storage account, you are keeping documents, you are keeping videos, you are keeping PDFs, you are keeping databases, etc., etc. All this is called what? The content of a storage account. So in replication, whatever the content that you are keeping in your storage account, okay, that how you want to keep. You want to keep as LRS, GRS, ZRS, GZRS. What is this LRS? LRS stands for locally redundant storage. LRS stands for locally redundant storage. See, everything here it is there in the material. Everything is there here in the material. What is page blob, append blob, block blob? Okay. And then you know what is replication. See, this is what I am explaining now. Redundancy or replication. Okay. You can tell it as redundancy or replication. So LRS. See, what is LRS? Here the data is going to kept in a same region, okay, which we have selected. Here data is replicated 3 times and it gives an SLA of 99.9 times 9. Here the data gets replicated in the same region that we have choose. So if I choose LRS means what? Where I'm creating the storage account, I'm creating in East US region. I'm creating in a East US region. So now in this East US region, it will create 3 copies of my storage account data. How many? 3 copies of my storage account data. Where? In East US region. Okay. And it gives you 99.9 times SLA. Okay. 99.9 times SLA means a very huge only. It is always available. It is always available. Okay. And if you choose here, let us take GRS. What is GRS? GRS stands for Geo Redundant Storage. What does that mean? It means that You are creating a storage account in East US region. One copy of your storage account content, it will keep in East US region. One copy it will keep in West US region. One copy it will keep in Central US region. In different places, it will maintain the copies of your storage account. Why it is doing like this? It is doing like this because if by any chance something goes wrong with East US region data center, then still there is no point of worry, because because definitely your data is being replicated, kept in a different region, in a different central US and West US data centers also. Like this, you are having ZRS, zone redundant storage. See here, you are having zone redundant storage. It gives an SLA of 99.12 times 9. It does the replication of the data 3 times, and this replication could be in the same region or in different region. Okay, maybe what it will do, 2 copies it will keep in East US region. Okay, and 1 copy it will keep in a different region. Okay, it will maintain 3 copies, guys. Azure will maintain 3 copies. Okay, if you say for 4 copies, it won't. If you say for 2 copies, it won't. 3 copies is the standard. That is what it follows. Like this, we are having multiple, guys: LRS, GRS, ZRS, GZRS. Okay, optimal data protection solution that includes the offering of both GRS and ZRS. This is the combination of both the GRS and ZRS recommended for critical data scenarios. If the data is too critical, if the data is too critical, very important, then you can take this GZRS. Okay, so what happens, guys, here? Accordingly, as per your project requirement, you can pick any one. Okay, and if you're choosing LRS, this one is the cheapest. LRS is the cheapest. Okay, it will take very less amount. Azure will charge you very less amount. Okay, why? Because it is keeping the data in the same region wherever you are creating your storage account. Okay, guys, am I making sense or not? Yeah, it is standard. It is standard. 3 times is standard. Okay, so I'll just say here LRS, and then I'll say here next advance. Next advance. What did you see? Requires secure transfer for REST API operations. So when you are doing an operations, like with an APIs, with this storage account, with your Azure Databricks, with your Azure Data Factory, so securely you want to transfer the data, securely you want to, okay, work with an APIs, then you have to check this option. Okay, allow enabling any anonymous access on individual containers. Okay, so like anonymous access means anyone can access your data. Okay, but within the, okay, within the network, within your network, within your Azure cloud computing platform, then check this checkbox. Enable storage account key access. Guys, see, every storage account is having a key. Every storage account is having a key, and with these keys we can implement, we can provide security to our storage account content. That is what it is saying. I'll say here yes, check this checkbox. Default to Azure Active Directory authorization in the Azure portal. So the people who have onboarded to Azure Active Directory, if you want them, if you want to allow them to access the storage account content, okay, who has been onboarded to our Azure Active Directory, then you can check this checkbox. Okay, you can check this checkbox. I'll show how to provide an access to storage account for different users, how to make them, okay, see our data, how we can provide different types of accesses. All these things I'll explain, guys. I'll explain as the time comes in. I'll explain, no need to worry. All of a sudden, I cannot jump to Active Directory now. Okay, we are into storage account module. So I'm just showing this one. I'll definitely cover that as well. No worries. Next, minimum TLS version. Okay, minimum TLS version. Okay, transmission layer security. This is the certificate that we have to attach, and it is taking by default the version 1.2. It is taking by default the version 1.2. Fine, no problem, let it be. Permitted scope, for copy operations. Okay, what is this one? See, here it is saying that if you want to copy the data from one storage account to another storage account, or if you want to move one storage account to another storage account, kind of operations that we want to do, I'm going to show you that practically. So from any storage account, copy the data. Okay, fine. From storage account in the same Azure AD tenant, or from storage account that have a private endpoint to same virtual network. Okay, multiple options you are having here in same Azure AD tenant. Means Active Directory are having multiple tenants. If you want to, okay, copy the data of your storage account from one tenant to another tenant, then you can choose this option. Okay, if you want, like, storage account that have a private endpoint, the same virtual network. In your virtual network, you are having a private endpoint, that is a special type of a NIC for our Azure resources, which protects our Azure resources, and it will give a safe and secure connection between our clients and Azure services when we are implementing the endpoints. So what I'll say here, I'll say from any storage account to any storage account that we can transfer the data, that we can copy and we can move the data. I'll show practically just now. As of now, I'm just saying this option for me. Enable hierarchical namespace. What is this one? Hierarchical namespace complemented, okay, by data lake storage gen 2 endpoint. So whenever we are having a plan to store, okay, to store the data which is from big data Hadoop. Okay, big data Hadoop, they are having, where there we are having the data in terabytes of sizes, the file database files, the DBs in Hadoop. Okay, in the big data we are having the database of size 2 TB, 5 TB, 10 TB, okay, or 1 exabyte, very huge size. If you are having a plans as such that maybe in the future, not now, after 3-4 months in your project, you are going to upload such kind of database files also, then you can choose this as well. If you are choosing this enable hierarchical namespace, then this data, then you are able to allowed to upload, okay, databases of terabytes sizes also. Okay, as of now, I'm not uploading that much of big size databases. Okay, so I won't choose this one. Okay, blob and data lakes gen 2 endpoints are provisioned by default. Okay, fine, let it be, no problem. Okay, blob storage services, this one, blob, this it is talking about. Okay, blob, this one. Blob storage service means this all three will come in blob only. Okay, that is what it is saying. Data lake Gen 2 means what? Data lake storage Gen 2 we are having. Okay, data lake Gen 2 storage accounts we are having. Data lake Gen 2 storage accounts is the one in which we are, okay, in which we can keep the databases of huge, huge sizes. Okay, so I'll just say here next, networking. What is this one? It's very simple, guys. If you want to give a public access from all the networks to your storage account, you can choose this option. Example, let us say that you are implementing the storage account for bookmyshow.com. You are implementing for bookmyshow.com. What is bookmyshow.com? Have you guys used bookmyshow? Bookmyshow.com. What is this website? This website is used to book the movie tickets or musical concert tickets or cricket matches, cricket match tickets, etc. Right? So there is nothing here to hide. All data you can show. Movie tickets, what? Okay, once the user click that he wants to see a movie, let us take any movie, Jailer. Okay, Rajnikant movie Jailer. Okay, Rajnikant sir is rocking from decades. Okay, okay, so The moment you say, I want to watch movie Jailer, okay, in Tamil, Telugu, whatever it is, and in Hyderabad, what this website will do, this website will show you all the multiplexes wherever this movie is running. There is nothing to hide, no security, what it is needed. So like this kind of applications, when you are developing, then you will choose access, provide public access from all the networks. Okay, hold on, Pranil, hold on. Next, enable public access from selected virtual networks and IP addresses. Okay, means what? From selected virtual networks only. It is not publicly available to everyone, from selected networks. And what is that selected networks? Then you have to create the network here. See, virtual network subscription and virtual network. Okay, click on a create a virtual network, and this virtual network not created by you, no need to worry. The network administrators will create the virtual network for you. They will just tell you the virtual network name. Here you have to click and you have to select the virtual network. That's it. You are an Azure data engineer, so you are not going to create a virtual networks. Network administrators, network engineers will create the network. They will give you the network name. Here you have to click on this drop down. The network will come here automatically. If the network is not coming, you can directly ask them. The network is not coming. They will do the necessary modifications, configurations, and the network will pop up here. You have to simply select the network. That's it. This is what the, from selected networks. And disable public access and use private endpoint means it's completely confidential. Private endpoint means it's a special type of network interface for our Azure resources to access, which provides a secured connection between our clients and Azure services. Okay, as of now, I'll go with the all networks. I'll go with the all networks. Okay, rest is like, network routing. I'm just saying the routing preference. I'll handle over to Microsoft network routing. I'm just taking this radio button. I'll say next, data protection. This is very important, guys. Again, this is very important. Data protection. Okay, what is this data protection here? See, guys, assume that this storage account you are creating, right? This storage account you are creating, and in this storage account you have kept some files. Okay, in this storage account you have kept some files. Let us take some 25 files you have uploaded. Okay, 25 files you have uploaded. Okay, now what is happening here in these 25 files? Okay, some 5 files you have deleted, thinking that thinking that these files are not important, thinking that these files are not important. Okay, and after 5 days, after 10 days, you realizes that these files are important. You want that files back. After 15 days you realize, after 10 days you realize these 5 files what you have deleted that are important. Okay, later on you realizes this and you want that files back. Then on that situations, this data protection will helpful for you. Am I making sense? Okay, fine. So protect your data from accidental or erroneous deletion or modification. Okay, accidental or erroneous deletion. Accidentally, if you have deleted. Okay, yes, Ramakrishna, you are correct. It is something like undo. Okay, that we'll do in our Windows laptops. Pranil, what is your question in hierarchical namespace? If we didn't check it and we change our mind afterwards to handle huge amount of data, what will happen, whether it will allow us or not? You have to create a new storage account. Basically, you have to create a new storage account. Normally, when you are selecting the hierarchical namespace, when you are checking the check box, then that storage accounts, we call it as what? Data Lake Gen 2 storage accounts. Okay, Data Lake Gen 2 storage accounts. We call that as Data Lake Gen 2 storage accounts when we are selecting or choosing the hierarchical namespace option. And if you are not choosing it, then we call it as what? A standard storage accounts. Okay. Yes, Ramakrishna, I'll tell. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to tell next this only. Fine. What you have asked. So next, what I'm saying here, enable point in time restore for containers. Containers means what, guys? In a storage account, okay, first you have to create a container. Then inside that container, you can upload the files. You can upload the files. So what I'll do, I'll say here, enable point in time restore for containers. When what it is saying, maximum restore point is 6 days. Okay. So it will allow certain values up to 7 days. Certain days of values, and what it is, 7 days. Okay, this value must be at least 1 and less than the value that is set for blobs of delete. Okay, this one. Suppose for an example, let us take, I want to keep it for 30 days. 30 days. Okay. So what I'm saying, that I'm saying, if any of the files I have deleted, okay, then keep that files in cache memory up to 30 days. Up to 30 days. Getting, guys? Is that clear? I realizes that after 25 days, still I'm having a chance to get it back. After 27 days, I'm having a chance. After 29 days, I'm having a chance. If I realizes after 30 days, then I have lost. Whatever the time period you are giving it here, that much it will allow you. That much it will keep your files. If you are saying here, let us take 90 days, then it will keep your files up to 90 days. And less than one number, you can keep here up to 89. It will accept. If you are here passing 91, it won't allow. See, it is showing an error. What it is saying, that your blobs of delete, you have set it up for 90 days. Less than this, we have to give here. Not more than this value. 80 days, I can pass it. Inside your storage account, you are creating one container, which is nothing but a folder. And that inside that container, we are keeping all our files. And for that, blobs of delete, whatever the number of days you are passing, less than that, we have to pass it here for our what? Container. And this is for files. Okay, guys, see here in storage accounts. Okay, in storage accounts, okay, container is nothing but a folder. Simple. Folder. Storage account will read that as a container. What is this? What is this? These are folders, right? These are all folders. Yes or no? Likewise, I am saying that a container is nothing but a folder. And next, what I am saying, okay, blob is nothing but a file. Everything it will read as blob only. Whatever the file, either it's an Excel file, or it's a .csv file, or it's a text file, or it's a video, every single thing it will read as blob only. Okay, that is what it is mentioning here. Okay, this is for blobs, this is for containers. Okay, I'm passing here 90, 3 months. I'm asking it to keep for 3 months. This is for file share. See this one, file share. Okay, and blob. This is for containers that will create above the files. Okay, this is for file share, and we are passing for all as 90 days. Means I'm saying that to keep up to 90 days. To keep up to 90 days. Okay, guys. But remember here, the number of days you are increasing, it will charge you that much more. If you are saying for 10 days, it will charge you, let us take example, 5,000, or let us take 500. If you are asking to keep it for 1 month, it will charge you maybe some 3,000. If you are asking to keep it for 2 months, it will charge you some 8,000. So the number of days you are increasing, the charges will be increased for you. Guys, is it clear or not? Am I making sense or not? Is it good? Going good? Can I get the responses, please? Okay, only Ramakrishna is talking to me. What about others? Others are not interested to talk or what? Okay, next we are having enable versioning. Okay, next we are having tracking of enable of versioning of blobs. So blob is nothing but a file, I told, right? Blob is nothing but a file, I have told. So what happens here, you will receive the files from variety of different sources. You receive the file from variety of different sources, and all these sources, okay, all these sources which are sending the files, these sources will send the files of same name but with different versions. If you want to track that, then you can enable this option in your storage account. Okay, enable blob change feed, keep track of creation, modification, deletion, changes to blobs in our storage account. You want to keep track of all the files what has been changed. Okay, sure, Krishna Mohan. Okay, that's fine. So you can do it. So that is what I'm saying here. Keep all logs. What file has been modified, at what time it has been modified, okay, who has modified, on what date it has been modified, what has been modified, what has been done, the changes, all these things you can keep it. If you say yeah delete change feed, then nothing is available. Who has changed what, who has done what, who has modified what, nothing is available. So normally by default these two will be enabled for us. These two will be enabled for us. Access control, enable version level okay, immutability support. For this one I'm saying here, like, this will be okay. If you want to provide the control, you can do it from here, or else you can take it with the Azure Active Directory also. Okay, versioning, enable versioning is what? Enable versioning means you will get the files from different sources. You will get the files from different sources. And if you want that files to know which file come, okay, at what time, because the file name is same, how you can trace? You can trace it with the versioning. Okay, like, some file is there. Let us take our material. What it is, the material name? Our material name is something like this. Okay, I'll just come here. Azure Naresh IT, Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Engineer. See, my learnings, it's one file. It is one file. And this file comes with same name. Okay. This file is coming from your source with same name. You got this file at 1 o'clock. Again, you got this file with some more data with same name at 1:10 p.m. Again, you got this file with same name with some more data. Okay, at 1:20. So how you can trace? You can trace it with the versioning. Yeah, if the file comes in with the same name, then you can trace that file. Okay, this particular file came on so and so date, on so and so time. Okay, with this data, you can trace it if the file name is same. And when you are having a production units, which is, manufacturing, okay, lots of data, they'll keep sending the files, and that files we can manage, we can track and trace with version controls. Slowly you will understand, guys. Slowly you will understand. In one day you won't get the complete knowledge. Please understand this. Okay, knowledge building, body building is something which will take time. It will take time. Okay, fine. So I'll say here next encryption. I'm saying here Microsoft encryption means security. You are having two options, Microsoft manage and customer manage. Microsoft manage means what? You are saying that, I want this to hand over to Microsoft. Let Microsoft manage the security for my storage account. It's obvious now. Security is also important. If someone cracks our storage account and they see all the content, then it's completely a disaster for us. So for that reason, we'll say that Microsoft manage, or else we can say custom manage. Custom manage means everything we have to do. By default, we'll go for Microsoft manage. Enable support for customer manage keys. You are having an options. Okay, only for blobs and files or for all the four types of storage services which you want. I'll say for blobs and files means we are having the first. I'm saying that for these two types, blob and file share, these two, first and second. That is what I'm saying here. Okay. Support for customer managed keys. Keys. I told, right? Storage account is having a key. Every storage account is having a key, right? That is what I'm saying here. If I choose, then it will provide the keys for all the store, for all the four storage services, for all the four storage services. Okay. So I'll say here blobs and files only, or else you can choose this also. It depends upon you. Next, again, tax. Tax I have explained yesterday, guys, right? Tax I have explained yesterday. And this tax is something like, you pass the titles in order to ensure that why this storage account is being deployed, what is the purpose, and all this stuff. Okay, next I'll say here review. I'm just leaving this one. I'm not passing because this is optional also. If you pass it, fine. If you won't pass also, it won't throw you any error. Normally we pass this to get the details of this storage account, like, why this storage account has been created, what is the purpose of this storage account, and this storage account is carrying what type of data, etc. All these things. Next I'll say here review. It is going for the validation. Let us see whether the validation will get passed or failed. Okay, super. The validation got passed. Nice, very nice. And click on create. Once you click on create, what it is going to do, it is going to deploy a storage account in your cloud computing platform. In your cloud computing platform. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, it is making a deployment of our storage account in our Azure cloud platform. Okay. See guys, what all the options is there now. I have to explain all these options. If I won't explain these options, if I simply say here next, then how you can get the knowledge, you tell me? Correct or not? I have to explain now. Each and every single option I have to explain. What is the purpose, why we have that option, what is that option is used for us. Now see, the storage account got deployed. Go to resource here. See now, you can see a storage account with a name 1910 Naresh SA has been deployed. And in this storage account, you are seeing all the four storage services: blob storage service, file share service, queue service, and table storage service. All these four services you can see here inside the storage account. Once you have deployed the storage account successfully, you can click on home here, come to storage accounts, and here see you are finding your storage account 1910 Naresh SA. Okay, click on this one, click on this storage account. It will take you inside this storage account, guys. Okay, now what I'll do, inside this storage account, multiple storage offerings we are having, right? What are the storage offerings we are having? Container storage service or blob storage service, file share storage service, queue storage service, and table storage service. Either you can see here or you can see here also. See, blob storage service, file share storage service, queue storage service, table storage service. That is what I have shown here. Container storage service, file share storage service, table storage service, queue storage service. Fine, guys. So what I'll do today, we have seen the deployment of storage account with all the options. I'll show next in tomorrow's class how we can implement these storage services again. Now we have implemented storage account. Now inside the storage account, how to implement these storage services, I'll show in tomorrow's class. I'll show these four in tomorrow's class. Okay, is that clear, guys? So any questions, anything, you can post me. I'll address it. Okay. How is it, guys? Is it going good? Easy to understand? What you want to edit in storage account? It depends. Few things are editable, few things you cannot. Okay. Saif, you will get the recordings of today's class. Definitely, no doubt. In tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, you will get the recordings of today's class. Tomorrow's class recording, you will get in next class, day after tomorrow class. All right, guys. So, any questions, anything to ask for? Okay. Tomorrow, I am going to show you how we can implement these storage services: blob storage service, file share storage service, queue service, and table storage service. Any questions, anyone, before I close the class? Yeah, guys, important thing here, please complete your free processing payments. Okay, we are going to change the link. Okay. Okay, we are going to change the link. Maybe I'm not sure at what time. After maybe after 2 days, not sure. So please finish these joining formalities, pay your fee and all. And once it is being done, the batch will be locked, and then I'll explain. I'll circulate the materials and all. Fine, Krishna Mohan. I'm an SAP BI consultant with 18 years of experience. Now planning to travel US on H1B. Okay, very good. So I want to learn Azure Data Lake and Databricks. Yeah. So Azure Data Lake, yes, yes, we are covering. Azure Data Lake, we are covering. Azure Data Factory, we are covering. Azure Databricks, we are covering. And a lot of concepts we are covering, guys. SQL databases, we are covering. Migration of the databases, we are covering. Okay. Generating the data, we are covering. We are using ADF for a variety of different sources in this course. Okay, so Krishna Mohan, this course will be very much a value add for your profile, as you are already from BI, business intelligence background. Yeah, you can talk to me separately if you want. Just tell Naresh IT. Okay, they will arrange a conference call. No problem. No, no, no. Ramakrishna, hold on. I'll share it. Just go for the recordings as of now. I'll definitely share it. No problem. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I'll just close the class for today. We'll connect again tomorrow. We'll see the different storage services implementation. Okay. Then we'll proceed for the further concepts. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day ahead. Take care.